welcome back to the channel. So if you're new here, subscribe. If you don't, I'll hunt you down, find you, and I'll make you pay. Now, as to regulations and just all of the incoming sort of situations that are playing out, we're going to be going over a lot of this in this video, but what I want to try to do is paint a picture here as to why I believe XRP is going to be the next Solana or the next Ethereum or possibly the next Bitcoin. And it's just all down to regulations. And I think everybody can sort of understand this from a perspective of when you're young, right? You're in school and you get told you can't do something. You fight the system, right? But it's a system, it's there. You've just got to sort of work with it and do what you can to navigate your way through it. You're not going to change the system. You're just one individual person, right? So these sort of legislations, rules, regulations, and all of these different sort of things with CBDCs and the ETFs, all of these things, right? Regulations coming. And what's going to really start to set everything aside is coins like XRP, because honestly, if you really want to define what a cryptocurrency is, your best bet is to actually just point at XRP because it's been for a court case, right? It's not a security. So what is it? Well, it's a cryptocurrency. Now, they have secured some licenses in Ireland. And for those of you who are not from the European sort of part of the globe, right? Ireland's huge and they are a very, very proud country. And they're doing a lot, especially in the technical side of things. If you were to look at a new age sort of Silicon Valley, there's a lot going on in Ireland. So Ripple securing these crypto licenses in Ireland are absolutely key. And the reason why I'm sort of bringing attention to this is because this is what we want to see. This is the sort of news you want to keep seeing as an XRP holder. This is what Ripple's fought for is, and I think this is the image that they stand by, is doing everything by the book. To begin with, let's just do it properly. Let's not run from regulations. Let's just run headfirst into it. Let's take it as it goes. And let's just do this thing properly. And they'll always say security first and, you know, covering the bases properly. This is really good. This is what you want to see. Now, in the UK, they've launched a sort of sandbox system, and this is more or less, to bastardize this down, it's effectively an area where big companies that are involved with the banking sector can go and test out sort of cryptocurrency-based ideas, blockchain technology, and seeing what they can do with it without having any repercussions for what happens. This can be good. It can also be bad, but at the same time, it goes to show that regulations are coming. And just like during World War II, right, at the end of all of that, you had the commodity trade blow wide open. And that was sort of the way the system works, is we have a set of rules, those being trading embargoes and whatever, and we all abide by those. And I just know regulations are going to be coming thick and fast over these next few months, years ahead, because the ETFs are coming. You're even seeing gambling websites allowing bets to be placed on who's going to secure the BTC ETFs first. It's going to be BlackRock, it's all of those people. But if I was a major company, right, and the BTC ETFs have all been secured, the ETH ones have all been secured, what am I looking at next? Well, I'm looking at XRP, and honestly, it's such a shunned situation for what it is, and there's a lot of disbelievers, and then you've got some real die-hard sort of supporters. And I'm a behind the scenes die-hard supporter. I've always held some XRP. I've always bought in at the dips because I believe in it. It's my long-term play, and we've all got that sort of situation we're banking on playing out to possibly make that 401k or whatever you want to call it get to the moon, right? So with all of these legislations coming, we're seeing exchanges like Uphold, for example, and they're quite a major crypto exchange. They're heavily regulated. It's a good situation, but seeing that they're delisting coins like Cardano, Doge, Shiba Inu, even LUNC's on this list. We've got XDC, we've got Stellar XLM, we've got Hedera HBAR, Bonks on, you know, all of these are going to be more or less, if you don't change them yourselves, there's a set date as to which they'll just change them to Canadian dollars. And this is only affecting, I think, Canadian users on Uphold. But these are the sort of regulations that are going to be coming in thick and fast. This isn't a situation where you're going to go from point A to point Z like that. They're going to push you and they're going to take you step by step. They're going to bring these regulations in a very phased in manner, as to which they're just pushing you an inch to get you to move a mile, right? So what stands out once again in all of these kind of news articles? Well, it's XRP, because it's a favored cryptocurrency of use. So if we are looking at other things that are going on, there's been some huge transaction as to do with this CBDC powered precious metals deal, and it's the Chinese People's Bank that have secured it. We can see the article here. And this is really good. It's sort of showing that countries are starting to dip their toes into what is actually regulated and what there can be repercussions for if something goes wrong, and people can be held accountable. But at the same time, it's still working into crypto. And like I said, this is why I'm standing so hard by XRP. And it's a ticking time bomb in my opinion. And it's just eventually it's just going to explode, because this isn't something that's waiting on every single crypto holder to give it its use case, right? It's not relying on people to build anything. It provides a service, and this service is similar to what Swift does, right? And it's going to replace that eventually. And from where I'm sitting, they've secured earlier this year all of these different licenses in Singapore, in Dubai. This is what we want to see. And I think it's funny, because if I go on Twitter and XRP's trending, and I go in, there's a very mixed feeling of, there's two sides of this coin. There's believers and there's non-believers. And I think it's just been going on so long now. You're seeing all of these other coins break out. You're seeing Solana break out. You're seeing ADA break out. You're seeing all of these amazing things. But this so-called amazing cryptocurrency called XRP, which has come out of this major case, I think what it's all been subject to, right, is a lot of FOMO-driven kind of buy the rumor, sell the news, instead of actually looking at XRP and saying to the broader community, hey, this isn't something that needs FOMO. It's not something you need to lie about. It has a genuine, it's early here in the morning for those who are new listeners here. Don't forget to subscribe. I will find you. Now, it's genuinely a situation where it fuels itself. And all they need to do is make sure they stand out throughout all of this. They get themselves regulated correctly, and time will do the rest, right? Because if you look at all of these other major coins, and, you know, BTC is secure, but at the same time, I've sort of raised the situation around mining, and I'm currently editing together about an hour-long video as to, could BTC's end be coming? Obviously it's not going to have this crappy title, but it's going to be about the whole mining situation, right? Once mining finishes and it's redundant, it's no longer profitable to mine, what's going to continue keeping those price pumps happening if everything was built around BTC to begin with? So something's got to then become the market leader, hasn't it? It's all these kind of different questions we ask. For the meantime, I'm hoping for a nice little rally before the year's out to sort of solidify these different licenses they're securing, and to give XRP holders something to hold on to. It's so important. But once again, this isn't something I'm holding on to for next year or 2 years down the line. If cryptocurrency is set out to be all it can be, right, then this has the potential of becoming a Bitcoin, which is worth thousands of dollars. You know, you'll be one of those people like, oh, I wish I bought a bag and just sat on it and forgot about it. And that's what I do with my ledger. It goes on there and I forget about it. Let me know what you're doing with your sort of dollar cost averaging. What are you DCAing into? What are you investing in most? I want to know. I was thinking about doing a SHIB versus LUNC video. I've kind of got half of it done. I'm kind of like, meh, should I release it? Will it upset people? You're probably gonna upset everyone regardless of what you do. All I know is more content coming. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.